Welcome back to Top Liberty Coin, the channel where we uncover hidden treasures hiding right in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the story of one special cent that many people overlook, the 1994 Lincoln penny. Don't let its small size fool you, because some of these little copper-plated coins are selling for as much as $787.99 or more in today's collector's market. Yes, a single penny, worth less than a cent to make, could be worth hundreds of dollars if you know what to look for. So stay tuned until the very end, because we'll cover the full history, how to identify rare versions, current market trends, and why the 1994 Lincoln cent remains one of the most exciting coins for collectors today. The legacy of the Lincoln PNNY. Before we focus on the 1994 penny itself, let's rewind the clock and talk about the history of the Lincoln cent. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the obverse, or head's side, shows Lincoln's bust, while the reverse originally displayed two wheat ears, giving rise to the nickname Wheat Penny. In 1959, on the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial, honoring not only the man but also the monument built in his name. This design continued until 2008, after which the penny saw another redesign in 2009 for the bicentennial. The 1994 penny basic facts. Now let's jump forward to 1994. That year, the Denver Mint produced millions of pennies marked with the D Mint mark, signifying Denver. The 1994 Lincoln cent was struck in the usual composition for its time, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, and weighed about 2.5 grams. On the surface, it's a common, everyday penny. Over 1.5 billion of them were minted, making it seem like just another coin you might find in your pocket, but as collectors know, not all coins are created equal. Some pennies from this year stand out because of their condition, minting errors, and rarity in top grades, and that's where the real money lies. How a penny can be worth hundreds. You might wonder, how can a coin worth just 1 cent be valued at over $700? The answer lies in a few key factors: condition, grade, rarity, and demand. Most circulated 1994 pennies are worth face value, 1 cent. But coins that were never used in circulation and kept in pristine condition, called mint state, MS, coins, can be extremely valuable. The grading scale, known as the Sheldon scale, runs from 1 to 70, and coins graded MS 67 or MS 68 are rare and highly sought after. At auctions, a 1994 Lincoln penny graded MS 68 red, RD, has sold for $787.99. That's nearly 78,000 times its face value. Collectors will pay top dollar for coins with flawless surfaces, full red luster, and no contact marks. Error pennies. Rarity boosts. Another reason some 1994 pennies fetch high prices is minting errors. These are mistakes made during production that create unique, one-of-a-kind coins. Collectors love errors because no two are exactly alike. Some known errors for the 1994 Lincoln penny include center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the coin wasn't struck correctly, double dies, where details like the date or lettering appear doubled, clipped planchets, where part of the coin is missing because the blank was cut improperly, die cracks or cuts, raised lines or blobs of metal caused by worn dies. Even minor errors can increase a coin's value from a few dollars to hundreds, and major errors can make it even more desirable to collectors. Identifying valuable 1994 pennies. If you have a 1994 penny, here's what to look for: mint mark, check for the D below the date on the obverse side. Color, look for coins labeled red, RD, as these are the most valuable. Red brown, RB, and brown, BN, are worth less. Condition, examine for sharp details, full luster, and absence of scratches or marks. Use a magnifying glass to spot any unusual features like doubling or misaligned strikes. Historical context of 1994. The year 1994 was an interesting one in U.S. history. It was a time when the penny still circulated widely and was crucial in everyday transactions. Despite debates about discontinuing the 1-cent coin due to production costs, the Lincoln cent remained a symbol of American history and pride. Denver Mint's massive output that year ensured its place in countless wallets, but among those billions, a few special coins slipped through, destined to become future collectors' items. Grading and certification matters. If you think you have a valuable 1994 D penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, specialize in authenticating and grading coins. A coin graded MS-67 or MS-68 RD with certification can sell for hundreds of dollars, while an ungraded coin might fetch far less. Grading also increases trust among buyers, which is crucial if you plan to sell. Market value and auction records. Let's talk numbers. While most 1994 D pennies are worth 1 cent, here are some examples of what rare ones have sold for. And 1994 D Lincoln cent MS-68 RD sold for $787.99 at auction. MS-67 RD coins regularly sell between $50 and $150. Rare error coins can range from $20 to $500, depending on the type and severity. The coin market is constantly changing. As more collectors focus on modern coins, the demand for high-grade Lincoln cents continues to grow. How to find rare PNNAS? You don't need to be a millionaire to find valuable coins. Start by searching your pocket change, old coin jars, or even rolls of pennies from the bank. Many collectors have discovered rare 1994 D pennies in circulation simply because others didn't know what they were holding. Patience, knowledge, and a keen eye are your best tools. Storage and preservation. If you do find a high-quality 1994 D penny, handling and storing it correctly is vital. Always hold coins by the edges, never the face, to avoid fingerprints and oils. Use coin flips, holders, or capsules to protect them from scratches and environmental damage. A well-preserved coin can increase in value over time, especially if the market demand grows. Future value potential. As collectors continue to appreciate modern coins, the 1994 D Lincoln penny could rise even more in value. Coins in top condition are becoming harder to find, and as supplies shrink, prices rise. A coin worth $787.99 today might fetch over $1,000 in a few years, especially if the coin market remains strong. Common mistakes to avoid. Many beginners make mistakes that cost them money. Don't clean your coins. Cleaning can drastically reduce their value. Also, be cautious when buying online. Always verify sellers and look for certified coins to avoid counterfeits. Knowledge is power in coin collecting, and the more you learn, the better your chances of success. Fun facts about Lincoln cents. Over 300 billion Lincoln cents have been minted since 1909. The 1994 D penny is part of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. Some Lincoln cents with dramatic mint errors have sold for thousands of dollars. Every coin tells a story, and yours might just tell one worth hundreds of dollars. Final thoughts and call to action. And the 1994 D Lincoln penny is more than just a tiny piece of change. It's a part of American history, a collector's dream, and, for some, a hidden treasure worth nearly $800. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, searching for coins like this can be a thrilling and profitable hobby. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1994 D Lincoln penny, make sure to subscribe to Top Liberty Coin, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next video on rare coins, hidden treasures, and money-making finds hiding in plain sight. Remember, the next fortune could be hiding right in your pocket. So go check your change. Your very own $787.99 penny might be waiting to be discovered. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising and fascinating coins hiding in plain sight, the 2014 D Lincoln penny. Most people see it as just 1 cent, but the truth is, this little copper-colored coin can actually be worth hundreds of dollars, even as high as $787.99 or more in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. a coin minted just a few years ago might be sitting in your pocket, worth far more than its face value. In this video, we'll explore the complete history of the Lincoln cent, how the 2014 D fits into that legacy, why some of them are worth so much money, and how you can identify the ones that collectors will pay top dollar for. So stay tuned through all 15 parts of this video, because each part reveals an important piece of this story you won't want to miss. A brief history of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln cent has a story that stretches back more than a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real person, a huge change in American coinage tradition. The original design by Victor David Brenner showed Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, while the reverse featured 2 wheat stalks, hence the name wheat penny. Over the decades, the design has evolved, from the wheat reverse to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and then to the Union Shield in 2010, which we still see today. But one thing has remained constant: the Lincoln penny continues to be one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. And that brings us to the star of today's video, the 2014 D Lincoln Shield cent. About the 2014 D Lincoln PNNY. The D mint mark stands for Denver, one of the U.S. Mint's main production facilities. In 2014, the Denver Mint struck billions of Lincoln Shield cents. At first glance, they look just like any other penny, a copper-colored coin with Lincoln's profile, the word Liberty, the date 2014, and a small D below it. On the reverse, we see the Union Shield, representing the unity of the United States, 13 vertical stripes joined under a single banner reading E Pluribus Unum. It's a bold, modern design that honors America's strength and history, but here's the twist: while billions were made, only a tiny fraction of these coins have special characteristics that make them highly desirable to collectors, and that's where the value jumps from 1 cent to hundreds of dollars. Why some 2014 D pennies are worth $100. The key to understanding value in modern coins like the 2014 D penny is all about condition, rarity, and errors. Even though billions were minted, coins that are in perfect condition or have unique minting errors are extremely rare. Collectors pay huge premiums for coins graded MS68 or MS69 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Some 2014 D pennies with flawless surfaces, sharp details, and no scratches or spots have sold for $787.99 or more. Others with dramatic errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or die clashes, can also fetch high prices. Condition matters. Grades and value. Coin grading is a science. A 2014 D penny pulled from circulation and showing signs of wear might only be worth face value. But a coin in mint state, MS condition, especially MS67, MS68, or MS69, can transform that penny into a collector's treasure. MS67 around $50 to $150, MS68 $300 to $500, MS69 rare and often sells near $787.99 or more. The difference between a 1-cent penny and a $787.99 penny can come down to tiny details only, visible under magnification, so if you think you found a gem, it's worth having it professionally graded. Known errors on the 2014 D Lincoln PNNY. Some of the most valuable 2014 D pennies are those with striking errors. Keep an eye out for these rare types. Double die obverse. Look for doubling in the words Liberty or the date 2014. Part of the design is missing or shifted. The more dramatic, the more valuable. Die cracks or die chips, raised lines or blobs of metal caused by a damaged die, clipped planchets, a coin with a curved cut missing from its edge. Each of these errors can increase the coin's value dramatically, especially when combined with high-grade condition. Spotlight MS69 examples. SOLD auction records show that some 2014 D pennies graded MS69, which is nearly flawless, have sold for as much as $787.99. These examples are incredibly rare because coins made for circulation almost never remain in pristine condition. Finding one is like hitting the numismatic jackpot. If you come across a shiny, untouched 2014 D penny, do not spend it. Place it in a protective holder and consider sending it to a grading service. That 1-cent coin could become your next $700 payday. The secret of Liberty LETTRNG. Another detail that collectors often examine closely is the word Liberty on the obverse of the coin. Any signs of doubling, distortion, or misalignment here can turn a regular penny into a variety worth far more than face value. Some rare double die varieties show clear doubling on the B or D, and these are always in high demand. Even subtle varieties are worth holding on to because specialists love these small differences that tell the story of how coins were made. Why 2014 ISSPCAL? You might wonder, with billions of pennies made every year, why 2014 matters. The answer is twofold. Transitional years bring varieties. The Mint was fine-tuning the dies and equipment in the early 2010s after the switch to the Union Shield reverse in 2010. These transitions often produce interesting errors and varieties, low survival rate in high grade. Even though billions were minted, very few 2014 D pennies remain in pristine, untouched condition. Most entered circulation immediately and picked up scratches and wear. That scarcity in high grades is what drives the top prices. How to check your CHNG? The best part about the 2014 D penny is that you might already have one without even knowing it. Always check your pocket change and coin jars. Bank rolls from the bank, bulk penny lots from flea markets or estate sales. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date, mint mark, Liberty, and any signs of doubling or unusual marks. Even a single find can be worth hundreds. How to store and protect valuable pennies? If you believe you found a valuable 2014 D Lincoln cent, proper storage is crucial. Handle the coin only by the edges, and never clean it. Cleaning can ruin its value. Store it in a 2x2 holder, a capsule, or a coin flip, and keep it away from moisture and air. Collectors pay more for coins that are well preserved, so protect your treasure as soon as you find it. Getting your coin graded. For coins that appear to be in mint state or have a unique error, consider sending them to PCGS, NGC, or ANAX for professional grading. A certified grade adds legitimacy and can dramatically boost the sale price. Buyers are far more confident when they see a coin in a sealed, graded holder. Where to sell your 2014 D PNNY? If you're lucky enough to have a valuable 2014 D penny, you have several options to sell. Online auction sites like eBay, numismatic shows and coin expos, local coin shop, specialty auction houses for rare coins. Always research similar sales before listing your coin so you can price it correctly. Why collectors love Lincoln cents? The Lincoln cent is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American history. Collectors love them because they're affordable to start collecting, but they also offer the thrill of finding hidden treasures. Even modern dates like 2014 can hold surprises that make this hobby exciting. Every coin tells a story, from the life of Abraham Lincoln to the evolution of American minting technology, and your 2014 D penny could be part of that story. Final words and call to ACTO. And so there you have it, the incredible story of the 2014 D Lincoln penny, a coin that proves treasure doesn't always come in gold or silver. Sometimes, it's right there in your pocket change, hiding in plain sight. From its rich history and design evolution to the rare varieties and stunning auction prices, this humble penny is a powerful reminder that small things can be worth a lot. That if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and want to learn more about valuable cents, dimes, nickels, and beyond, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Top Liberty Coin, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Tell us in the comments if you've ever found a 2014 D penny or any rare Lincoln cent. We'd love to hear your story. Thank you for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and the next one you find could be worth hundreds of dollars. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting, right here on Top Liberty Coin. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating world of the Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, a coin so small yet so powerful that it has shaped American coinage history for more than a century. While most people overlook the humble 1-cent coin, collectors know that certain Lincoln pennies are worth hundreds, thousands, and even tens of thousands of dollars. In this video, we're going to explore the complete story, from the very birth of the Lincoln cent in 1909 to its modern-day market value in 2018 and beyond. Get ready, because what might look like a simple copper coin could be worth $787.97 or more. sitting right in your change jar at home. The beginning of a legend. 1909. The story of the Lincoln penny begins in 1909, a year chosen to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was President Theodore Roosevelt who pushed for a redesign of America's coins, wanting them to reflect the spirit and greatness of the nation. The U.S. Mint turned to Victor David Brenner, a sculptor whose design featured the beloved profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. It was the first time a real person appeared on a U.S. cent. The reverse side carried two simple wheat stalks, giving rise to the famous wheat penny. These early coins, especially those bearing the tiny VDB initials of the designer, would become legendary among collectors. The 1909 SVDB, the holy grail among all Lincoln cents, the 1909 SVDB stands as one of the most iconic and sought after. Struck at the San Francisco Mint with a tiny S mint mark, this penny had a very limited mintage of just 484,000 coins. Collectors raced to find them, and today, an original 1909 SVDB in top condition can fetch thousands of dollars. Even a circulated example is worth hundreds. If you happen to find one in your collection, its value could easily exceed $787.97 depending on the grade, a monumental return on a 1-cent coin. The transition years 1910, 1939. From 1910 through the late 1930s, the Lincoln cent continued to be struck with the wheat ears on the reverse. During this era, mint marks from Philadelphia, No mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, distinguished where the coins were produced. Some key dates like the 1914 D and the 1931 S became highly valuable due to low mintages. These coins often trade hands for hundreds or thousands of dollars today. Even common dates from this era can be worth significantly more than face value if preserved in high grade. Wartime copper shortages. 1943 steel PNNES. World War II brought a dramatic change to the Lincoln cent. In 1943, copper was needed for ammunition and war materials, so the mint switched to zinc-coated steel. These shiny silver-colored pennies were a temporary wartime measure, and they remain a fascinating part of U.S. coinage history. But the real treasures are the rare 1943 copper cents, which were accidentally struck on leftover bronze planchets. Only a few dozen exist, and they can fetch prices ranging from $100,000 to over $1 million today. This is a powerful reminder that even small variations can create massive value in the coin world. The modernization 1959 Memorial REVRC. In 1959, to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the wheat design was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This marked a new chapter in the penny's history. While most memorial cents are common, certain dates and mint errors stand out. Coins with double die obverse, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks from this era can sell for hundreds of dollars. A sharp-eyed collector could easily turn a penny worth 1 cent into hundreds of dollars. Small date versus large date VRETS. Variety collecting is one of the most exciting aspects of Lincoln cents. In 1960 and again in 1970, both small date and large date varieties were produced, creating significant differences in value. The 1960 small date proof cent, for example, is highly desirable among collectors. Paying attention to these subtle design details can make the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and one worth $100 or more. The copper to zinc shift. 1982. One of the most important changes in Lincoln cent history happened in 1982. Due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint switched from a 95% copper composition to copper-plated zinc. This year saw 7 different varieties, large and small dates, copper and zinc, from Philadelphia and Denver. Collectors seek complete sets, and certain 1982 cents, especially those struck on the wrong planchet, can be worth hundreds of dollars. It's a reminder that even modern pennies can hold real value. 1990s rarities and ERORS. The 1990s saw several interesting Lincoln cent errors and varieties. The 1992 close AM and 1998, 1999, and 2000 wide AM varieties are among the most famous. These rare spacing variations between the A and M in America can bring hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on condition. Some of these coins have been found in circulation by sharp-eyed collectors. Imagine pulling a penny worth $787.97 from your spare change. It's possible. 2009 Bicentennial Series to celebrate the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the centennial of the Lincoln cent, the U.S. Mint released 4 new reverse designs in 2009. Each design highlighted a different stage of Lincoln's life. These coins were struck in both circulation and collector versions. Some 2009 cents, especially those with minting errors or in pristine condition, have become collectible and can command strong premiums in the market. 2010 TO presents Shield CNTS. Since 2010, the Lincoln cent has featured the Union Shield on its reverse, symbolizing Lincoln's preservation of the nation. While most Shield cents are common, errors, special varieties, and high-grade examples continue to capture collector interest. Some modern cents graded MS-70 by professional grading services can sell for hundreds of dollars, proving that even new pennies can hold significant value. Grading and condition. YITMATTRS. One of the biggest factors in a Lincoln penny's value is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless specimen. Even a common date penny can jump from a few cents to hundreds of dollars simply by being in uncirculated condition. Professional grading by companies like PCGS or NGC can unlock the true value of your coins and provide authenticity and confidence to buyers. Market values in 2018 and BYOND. In 2018, the Lincoln cent market was strong and active. Rare key dates like the 1909 SVDB, 1914 D, and 1931 S continued to bring thousands of dollars. Varieties like the 1955 Double Die and the 1992 Close AM commanded impressive prices. Even coins worth $787.97 or more appeared regularly at auctions and coin shows. The lesson is clear: condition, rarity, and demand all drive value, and the Lincoln cent continues to be one of the most collected coins in the world. How to find valuable pennies? Finding valuable Lincoln pennies doesn't require a huge investment. Start by searching your pocket change, coin jars, and old bank rolls. Visit coin shops, flea markets, and estate sales. Learn to spot key dates, errors, and varieties. Even modern coins can hold surprises. With patience and knowledge, anyone can uncover a penny worth far more than its face value. Final thoughts: tiny treasures with big value. The Lincoln penny is more than just a 1-cent coin. It's a piece of American history, a tribute to a beloved president, and a treasure hunt waiting to happen. From its humble beginnings in 1909 to its modern shield design, the Lincoln cent has captured the hearts of collectors and investors alike. Whether it's a 1909 SVDB worth thousands, a 1943 copper cent worth a fortune, or a modern-era coin worth $787.97, the possibilities are endless. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting, because your next handful of change could hold a tiny piece of history worth a lifetime of value. Thank you for watching Top Liberty Coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. We share new videos about rare coins, hidden treasures, and coin collecting secrets every week. Your next rare penny might be closer than you think. Happy collecting!